Alright, y'all. I'm back with another video of some cool thinking stuff, alright? So this is Into the Breach. It's a game on Steam. It's pretty fun. I legit just name all of my pilots over here after my friends, and I name the mechs like after like I try to go Pacific Rim style, alright? So, here's the setup. This is like the last turn. And my goal here is to save everything. So by everything I mean I want to save let's do oh, that's a bad color. Let's do yellow. Okay, yeah. So I want to save this, and I need to save this guy. All right, he's in danger. As I'll get to that later. So, how did I go about this? Here, let's get some basic things out of the way first. There's an attack order in this game, and it kind of matters, but in this situation not too much. But I'll just explain it real quick. So this is number 1. So he's gonna attack first. This guy's number 2. He's 3, 4, 5. All right. So my turn plays out where I get to attack and stuff, and then, but I attack in real time. I can make this guy attack first, and then this guy can move and then attack. But enemies go out. They play out in a certain order, and that's really important. Just not really too much here. The other important thing here is that here these ticks right here, like this 1 bar, that's 1 HP. And up here is what's called grid damage. And if you take too much, you lose the game. So I can take 5 hits of grid damage. So like this guy is actually going to do 2 damage to these 2 structures. So this one actually has 1 grid damage on it because it's 1 building, but this one has 2 grid damage. So he's going to do 3 grid damage total if I let this guy go through, but there is a chance that it nullifies, 90% chance that he doesn't do any damage, alright, if the building withstands, but you don't bank on that if you don't have to because it's to roll the dice. Alright, so the basic premise here is that these are in danger of grid damage, and this guy's in danger of dying because this dude is doing 3 damage and this dude is doing 1 damage. Alright, that's a total of 4. He only has 4 HP, so he's gonna die. I'm not losing him. I'm not losing her. Like, she's pretty awesome. So here is what I thought I could do. Or actually, let me explain my mechs here. So my mechs is, this is Leash V113 because she's been with me through like a lot of timelines, but she's died a couple of times, so you know she gets reincarnated in a new version. So her special ability is that when she attacks with lightning whip, like let's say I move her here, right? I gave her a special ability to also building. It's called like chain building or something. If I strike this building, it does 0 damage, but it will chain to this guy, to this building, and it will also hit this guy. It does 2 damage, right? And let's just say something standing here, here, and here. It will chain all the way across and go into all of these and hit this guy too. It's pretty... That mech is like my favorite one in the game. Like, I love anything that chains, alright? The problem here is that, let's say I do it here. Like, I'm standing here. Oh, let's back that up. Let's say I'm standing here, I zap this bozo. So that's going to do 2 damage to him, but 2 damage to him, 2 damage to him. Only 1 damage to him though because of the shield. It reduces weapon damage by 1. Right? So that can hurt. It can hit your allies. So you got to be careful with it. And it can hit like special objectives too. But we don't have any of that here. Like, these aren't considered special objectives, just buildings. But they're what I have to protect. I have to protect those two. For you don't see it, it's usually over here. You'll see it in the rest of the video of the objectives. So this was my initial okay, so she has chain lightning. She doesn't have a second ability yet. Because I didn't have enough power to generate it. This one here, I think I made that Andrews. Yeah, it's Perk Drews, because she looks a little crazy over there. You see her, yeah. So Perk Drews has the ability to pull something to him. So if he moves down here, he can pull an ally or enemy, like reach back up and pull this guy to this square. It'll be 1 square in front. I don't have the shield to ally thing yet because I don't have enough power once again, but whatever. He can also pull himself to buildings. So if I move here and then grappling hook, it'll grappling hook up. Alright, so he also has a move where he can shoot a rocket. And for these characters, everything hits like that. Like nothing goes like corner that I've seen yet. So everything's like in a plus, like a perpendicular kind of deal. So he also has a move, it's a rocket attack or something. I just got it, and that's a really key thing to this whole video. So let's say he shoots this rocket thing like that. Alright, if someone's standing here, they take 2 damage, and they get knocked onto this tile. He also takes 1 damage, but because of the shield, it's 0 damage, and he gets knocked back 1 tile. he can also, like, it'll happen like this too. Alright? So that's the key here. That's going to be the key player that gets me this cinch W. And lastly, we have this guy. This is P. But I forgot what I named him. I think the pilot's name is just Jeffrey. And I got him wrong. That's Leash. That's Drews. And that's P. P is Polish. But when the timelines get a little crazy, you can end up turning into this, like, kind of cute science bay. Alright, so anyway. So his ability, he has two. He has one where he can throw a rock. And for both of his abilities, though, let's get this out of the way. He has a dead zone. He can't hit here. He can't launch it 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 here. Alright? So all of his need at least one space before they work on both abilities. So he launches a rock, and let's say he launches it here. Bloop. It will push whatever's to the side over one, and whatever it lands on takes 2 damage. But if he throws it here, it will push like this. It'll push up and down, and they'll take 2 damage. So it's really limiting of what he can do. So you got to keep him pretty far away and do his positioning really well. It's the only way to really play that one. Second move is just an artillery strike. So he still has a dead zone, but it just hits. It goes out, and then it hits like this. Hits in a plus. Let me use a different color. So it goes out, and then it hits in a plus like that. Alright, does 2 damage each. So, my initial plan here, my plan is to use the chain lightning to kill everything. That's usually my plan every time. So I knew I could kill this bozo up here, because he has 1 HP, so I think he's going to die. So, my plan was to move here, zap, but this guy was the problem. I didn't account for him having 4 HP. So my grand plan was to, let's get this written out. So he moves up, stops, zaps. Bzz, 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 bzz. Alright? This guy's dead. This guy has 2 HP left. I was going to move this dude up. Let me use a lighter color. I was going to move this. Ooh, that's bad. Move this guy up to here. Because he can move 4 spaces. So he can move anywhere here. And here. Right? So I was going to move him here, and then pull this guy to here. Right? Because he's this, I forgot to mention this. This enemy right here can web. This is web, and this guy can't move. That's why he's in danger of dying to the 3 damage, the 4 damage. Alright? So, I need to break him out because he can't do it himself. I thought. And that's another key thing that comes into play. So, as I'm thinking, like, what do? I can move that guy up. I mean, pull him to this square in front of this dude. And then I can kill this guy with the rock, right? I can kill him. He's dead. But this dude's still alive. He's doing like 2 damage or something to this building. I don't even remember. We'll see in the game. And I was like, ah, God, I can't lose grid damage because I've already lost some stars on the outside, which is stuff you use to upgrade when you're done with the map. And I need to keep as much grid as possible. Like, so I have to think this through more. I'm missing something. I just don't know what it is, right? So I tried a bunch of stuff, man. I was like, maybe I can move, like, this dude. Let's see the colors. Maybe I can move this guy here, right? And then pull this guy to here, and then move him to here, and then move this guy here, and chain lightning all the way through. So it goes. Well, let's make it look a little bit easier. Move this guy to here, and then send this chain lightning all the way through. Like, through both of those guys and down, because neither one of them would die. Right? And then kill all of them. But then I still have the problem with this guy. Like, he's still alive. And because this rock thrower is here, and he has a dead zone attacks, he can't hit anything without blowing something else up. Right? So he can't throw the mortar and hit in a plus, or he kills like too many buildings. He can't throw it over here because it doesn't hit this guy. Can't throw it down because it's only going to hit here, right? So I was like, God, what do I do, man? This is crazy. So I kept thinking and I just kept playing around with it because I figured it'd come to me eventually. So here's my plan. Here's what I came up with. I looked at this guy's second ability, and I was like, oh wait, hey, maybe I can do something with that. So my plan was to move him here. Oh, before I do that, I also tried a lot of with this guy. I thought I could like move him and throw a boulder and let the boulder do chain lightning, like move him here, throw the boulder, and then let that guy, but then if I throw the boulder, it does the push, right? And this guy would get pushed into this building and I'd still take damage. And I was like, oh god, if you push something into another something, they both take 1 damage. Like, unless something is some kind of modifier. So the buildings are included in that. So I was like, god, that won't work either, man. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So here's my plan I came up with. Take this guy, move him here, alright? Launch, and I totally got the rocket thing. I just got the rocket thing after like the last mission, so I was like, god, what am I supposed to do? So I saw it, I was like, okay, cool. Launch the rocket so it hits this guy, right? And then I go back 1. So he's dead. I took 1 damage. You take damage from getting pushed. I took 1 damage. So I'm still good. And I don't have to worry about chaining through or getting hit by the lightning anymore. This guy now moves here, which isn't really too important, but he moves over 1. The important thing is that he took 2 damage. Alright? So, that leaves this guy free reign to just blast them. Blast right through and kill both of them with the lightning. So he's dead, he's dead. Buildings are still intact. So, with this guy, I was like, okay, if he still has a dead zone of 1 square, and if I kill one of them, I can live. Alright, so his mortar strike does like 2, artillery strike, whatever the hell it's called, does 2 damage. So I can shoot it here and kill this guy, or I can shoot it here and kill this guy. And it doesn't matter which one I kill, I'll live, because it's the last round. And thankfully, it played out like butter. So let's watch this go down. Alright, so this is where you can see where I'm starting like, okay, that's it. That's the move. That's it right there. I can do it. But I was still a little unsure because I had to make sure everything was good. So that's the move I was talking about, where he shoots forward and then it'll go backwards as well. And I might have this. No, I'll let it roll instead of speeding it up. I'll just talk you through it. That's where I figured out, okay, I can blast this guy. I can shoot like perk Drews up. I can like use P to blast this guy. Bam, bing, bang, boom. It's done. The whole thing's done. Look at this. Look at that. Zap him. Bzz, done. Blast this dude. Blast him. Done. And then I think I like Alt Tab or something, like tell my friends it took me forever to figure this out, and they just stand there for a while, so I'm just gonna cut the video short there. But thanks for watching all the way through of like this 13-minute video just to see 20 seconds of me actually doing something in the game. Alright.